So writing good Google Ads headlines that convert can be quite tricky, but it doesn't have to be. From my time of running campaigns, which has been roughly around 4 years now, I've come to realize that with the new responsive search ads that require 15 headlines, you just need a bit of structure. What this means by structure is you include every sort of persuasive element you need to include in a search ad that gives the user enough confidence to go from a user on a search engine to clicking through to the website. All this needs is a bit of structure, and this is what this framework provides exactly. This framework will be available to download in the description, so make sure to have a look there if you want to use it yourself. I use this for all of my campaigns, and the agency I work for, we all use this framework itself. So let's break down the sort of headlines and how they're going to be segmented in order to include our persuasive elements. Headline 1 to 4 is going to be our search keywords. So these are the keywords we're bidding for within our individual ad groups. Headline 5 is our brand name and service. Within Google Ads, it's always good to put a bit of branding behind it, because if you look at your SEO searches, your organic rankings, majority of them have brand names, and we want to try and blend in as much as possible with our organic ranking ads as possible, but obviously being at the top. Number 6, headline 6 is asking a question. Asking questions in your marketing is a really effective way to start a cognitive thinking process in the user's minds. If you ask them a question, they will unconsciously or subconsciously answer that question in their head. And if you make it a really good one, they will answer it consciously in their head. The questions are good. Use them. Headline 7 to 10, we talk about our benefits and features. We go over describing the outcome of their desired outcome from using our products or service. And we also want to use a powerful guarantee to really convert that customer and take away the risk from them and put it on ourselves, because we are confident with our product and service. Headline 11 and 12 go over social proofing, which is a great way to encourage trust in your business. Number 13 promotes scarcity and gets a user to act now rather than later. And headlines 14 to 15 are our calls to action. I like to include 2 because from the data we collect, we can see naturally which one performs better. And the reason we have all of these headlines segmented like this is we can see from the data with our responsive search ad which are converting better. So we can find out the top performing headlines and then scale those and create different variations with those to put into a new ad. That is the whole process of growing a campaign and scaling a campaign. It's finding your winners and scaling them with different variations of those winners. So let's look at this in the actual framework. So this is the way it's laid out. You can see here we have our campaign and our ad group. For this example, I'm doing an emergency plumber in Bristol. I'm from Bristol, so I just did this example. Bearing in mind that I've never used a plumbing company before as a client, I'm doing this purely for an example. So I'd be in the same shoes as you if you've never run a search campaign before or for this particular client. So let's look at it. Headline 1 to 4, we have our keywords. Emergency plumber in Bristol, 24/7 Bristol emergency plumber. These are all related to the search keywords, which I did the keyword research here, as to what they're actually going to be searching for. Headline 5, we use our brand name and also our service. For this example, I made up Plumline. I think it might be an actual name because it's flagging up for a trademark, but I didn't know that. The reason I put Plumline emergency plumbers rather than just plumbing services as we have here is because we can be more specific. You're going to go for the company that says they are emergency plumbers rather than just a general plumber. Okay, just subconsciously you're going to go for that because you have the understanding that they are more expert in that area. And if you can easily do that with a change of a headline, then you should do it. Headline 6, we are asking a question. The question we want to ask, we want to really agitate the pain they are feeling. And if you need an emergency plumber, you're probably in a bit of a pickle and you need an immediate fix. So we ask them that, in need of an immediate fix. So headlines 7 to 10, we talk about our keyword benefits. And when I say the keyword benefits, we are talking about our ad group, our search keyword benefits, what they're searching for. So this most likely is your service, but you want to be specific to the keyword. For the first one, we are talking about qualified gas-safe engineers, engineers sent immediately, minimize your expensive damage now. This is describing the outcome they are after. And number 10, headline 10, talks about our powerful guarantee. Guarantees are really important to use in your marketing, and they are the easiest way to convert someone. What a good guarantee does is it takes away the risk the user may have from purchasing your product or service and puts it back on yourself. If you're so confident in your product and getting them the desired outcome they're after, then you can put your money where your mouth is. And that's what a powerful guarantee does. It's the easiest way to convert someone, but not many companies have a good guarantee, and you're missing out on sales by just not having a powerful guarantee. For this example, the guarantee we are giving is a 1 hour response time guaranteed. They want someone to come out as quick as possible, and we're going to guarantee this. Headline 11 and 12 goes over our social proofing. Social proofing, as I said previously, is a really good way to instill trust in a user. And common ways to do this is with your Google reviews. So for this example, we have 332 5-star Google reviews. And our second one talks about how many emergencies have been fixed to date. This shows experience, and this shows customer satisfaction. Number 13, headline 13, talks about our scarcity. What I talked about here is we have limited callouts, reserve now. With headlines, you have 30 characters, so you need to be really inventive with the way you say certain things. And what I'm saying here, we have limited callout drivers, so reserve now to avoid disappointments. It's hard to cram it into 30 characters sometimes, so just need to dance around and think of a few different variations. And then finally, headline 14 and 15 is our calls to action. For this example here, I have call the hotline now, and I could have just used call now, but the reason I put call the hotline now is it shows that there is demand. When you say it's a hotline, it shows it's being picked up quite frequently. So this is another psychological element we use to sort of instill that there is high demand. And if there's high demand, you want to call now to avoid disappointment. It's a scarcity tactic. Headline 15 is another one, order your call out driver now. As I said previously, the reason I like to use 2 is because we can sort of test from the data, and the data will show us which of these convert better. And then when we know which one converts better, we will make either more variations of call the hotline now or order your call out driver now. So yeah, that's pretty much the roundup of the headlines part of this framework. If you want to use this framework, it is available for download in the description, and there will be another video on the description part of this framework, so make sure to see that one too. Okay, thank you guys.